The front rooms are a level of true baseline reality. It's very similar to the back rooms, but to gain access to the front rooms, you have to no-clip inside of reality. It's like the reverse version of Earth. It comes under class Habitable in survival difficulty. That means it's safe, has sustained communities, and is devoid of backrooms entities. The front rooms exist in the space of one universe, with this universe holding an unquantifiable number of galaxies. A singular galaxy can bear up to billions of stars, with most of these stars having a cluster of orbiting planets. The front rooms are considered the major counterpart to the back rooms. They're also the easiest and most practical entrance point to the back rooms. The front rooms are reasonably large, having approximately 150 million square kilometers of habitable land, and 510 million square kilometers, including water and other substances. It's divided into 4 or 7 major portions of land and thousands of minor parts. The atmosphere, temperature, and other conditions seem to be very safe for exploring and settling sedentary behavior. The dimensions seem to be pretty old, as a lot of buildings were constructed and destroyed there. Several cities look like cities on planet Earth. Some theories even say that human life existed in the territory thousands of years ago. The new land has a natural satellite that orbits around it. Residents of the front rooms called it the Moon. The planet also seems to be rotating around a considerably massive star known as Sun. The temperature is assumed to be freezing on the poles and extremely hot at the center, which causes a large part of the population to live in the middle of the two sections for a good balance. It's implied that the front rooms have a lot of depressions and elevations. Some elevations even contain parts of the magma that's present in the center of the planet. The material is very hot, and it's advised not to approach it, not even with proper equipment, unless for research purposes. The giant parts of the land are divided into smaller and bigger plates, which are present underneath them. If these segments move too much, parts of the territory may elevate or combine, causing strange anomalies. If these movements are too extreme, the adventurers can experience an unpleasant situation, with buildings being significantly damaged or destroyed. Unfortunately, due to the intensive action of the explorers settled there to their habitat, the future might be dark for the inhabitants there. The average temperature is rising, and the anomalies that usually happen are getting more frequent and more powerful. There are no backrooms entities present on this level. Instead, all entities there are exclusive to the dimension, all denominated and separated as different species. Coming to the entrances, currently there are some guaranteed ways to enter front rooms from the back rooms. The most known exit is level 3999, which happens by walking out the glass doors in the level. Apart from this, defeating the Party Master in level 1.5 might lead you here. Escaping by the Major Escape Area 1 will get you here. Going through Room Infinity in level 162 has a 90% chance to enter front rooms. And while exiting, you can no-clip into either level 0 or level 1. It's very rare, but possible. Level Game Over is an anomalous level, which consists of a series of abandoned hallways that seem to lead nowhere. It comes under class Dead Zone in survival difficulty. That means it's a pretty dangerous level, inhabitable, and has lethal entities. When you enter this level, you'll notice Entity 555 standing right in front of you. Yes, Entity 555 has created this level. They're also known as the game creators. Entity 555 are two separate entities that regularly appear as two pairs of lone, glowing eyes. Wanderers call them Red and Blue. They also claim to be the creators of the arcade game, too. They aren't normally hostile, but they will try to get people to come to their level, and they keep finding new ways to sneak their game into other levels. So, as soon as you enter this level, you can see these guys standing. How they look at you depends on how well you played their game. If you put time and effort into it, there's a higher chance of encountering an exit. Also, it should be noted that Entity 555 takes into account how skilled a person is. Means if they notice that you're trying but you aren't good at the game, they'll take pity and make it easier to exit. They say some people just aren't skilled at the game, and we understand that. We take it into account and give a much lighter punishment for that case. Same is true if you're trying your hardest but lose. This gives me the impression that these guys are actually the good entities. Anyway, occasionally rooms can be found in this level. They can be abandoned bedrooms, living rooms, offices, any room you can imagine. These rooms usually have supplies. However, they also most likely have entities residing in there. This level is full of hostile entities wandering in the halls, such as smilers, hounds, skin stealers. So it's not advised to explore these rooms too deep unless you want to get eaten by a hound. Sometimes almond water can be found, but be careful as it can sometimes be liquid pain too. And that's not the only thing about this level, because upon staying in this level for 24 hours, weird events will start to occur, which include the following. Event 1, 1 day. It takes place after spending a day in this level. The entities will gain a sense of where you are and start trying to corner you. From this point, the level starts to get pretty crazy. Event 2, 3 days. After 3 days, liquid pain will start dripping from the ceiling, and the probability of encountering it will increase. Event 3, 1 week. It's been 1 week into this level. By this point, the entities are quite frustrated and will start coming from the walls and ceilings, desperately looking for you. And this is where most wanderers die. But if you somehow survive, then comes Event 4, 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks now, and Entity 555 will start hunting you down. Why? Because almost nobody has survived longer than a week in Game Over, and you must be a pretty stubborn wanderer who's still roaming in the dark hallways of Game Over. Event 5, 1 month. By this time, Exit appears. It'll take you to the level you were in before you got in to press Start. But if you didn't leave, then comes Event 6, 2 months. All entities gain some speed. Event 7, 5 months. Entity spawn rates go extremely up by a lot. Your maximum sanity you can have has been halved. Almond water is now less common to find. Event 8, 10 months. Entities are now extremely fast. If even one sees you, you're going to die as you can't outrun them. All almond water turns into liquid pain, but you'll no longer lose sanity. It's now a game of luck. Event 9, 11 months. Entities are now able to spawn on you. Event 10, 11 months, 8 days. Entity 555 will start getting cloned. Event 11, 11 months, 15 days. Exits become more common. Event 12, 11 months, 17 days. Exits become even more common, and all entities will start cloning. Event 13, 11 months, 25 days. Exits are now extremely common, appearing every corner you turn. It's like now the level is tired of you because you're just not leaving. Then the final event happens. Event 14, 1 year. All entities will die on the spot. A voice from an unknown source can be heard. Congratulations, you survived. It's time to go home after all this torture. Phew! That's it. You won. This proves level game over is no joke, because that was one of the highest occurring events in the history of events. Now, about the colonies and outposts. There used to be a colony here named as the Safekeepers. There were 7 people. Entities weren't able to spot this base as they were covered in the walls. Even if entities find the location, they can't break the walls. They used to welcome wanderers and were keeping them safe. But as you can guess, looking at the survival difficulty of this level, the Safekeepers were killed after a month. No one knows how exactly they were killed, but I'm guessing they must have been killed by the entities. After all, there's no base here right now. Entity 555 says, "We're not really against colonies in this level, but you should know they probably won't last forever." About the entrances. Lose all 3 lives on our game, and you'll end up here. Tamper with any machine in level 3999, you'll be directly sent to this level. About the exits. Stay in the level for a year to teleport to the front rooms. But as you've already seen, the chance of survival is so incredibly low that hardly anyone survives. Attempting to no-clip with the intention of getting to the front rooms will lead to somewhere much worse. Attempting to no-clip just to escape will lead to a lighter punishment. Being taken to a higher class level. Asking for forgiveness the first time will allow you to try again. But if you fail and try again to beg, well, we got bad news. There is no second chance. Level exclamation dash exclamation, also known as Hotel Chase, is a sublayer of level exclamation. That means many aspects of this level are similar to level exclamation, aka level run for your life. In fact, this is even more dangerous and is classified as class variable under survival difficulty, which means its safety level and entity counts changes from time to time. So level exclamation dash exclamation resembles a long, vast hotel hallway consisting of flashing red lights, alarms, and doors, which are typically restricted. The current distance of this level is unknown. The very moment one sets foot in this level, they'll fall into a state of chaos. This means you're losing sanity. After one starts to gradually lose their sanity, they'll notice a ridiculously large horde of entities, which typically consists of death moths, hounds, rabbits, and a few other unknown entities that are thought to be exclusive to this level. They'll start chasing them at vast speeds. But don't worry, it's possible to outrun these entities in this level. Every couple of miles into this level, there are sections of halls called blue hallways, which consist of blue lights. It contains almond water, energy drinks, energy bars, and a strange calculator. These blue hallways are checkpoints, or for a better understanding, you can call this as safe areas located around level exclamation dash exclamation, because it has little to no entities, unlike the rest of the level. Thus, the blue hallways are a good place to create outposts, set colonies, and rest. You should always stop at these hallways, as you're gonna need some of the items in here. You can always find these hallways every 4.5 miles into the level, which is actually quite decent, assuming you'd be tired by the time you get to one of the blue hallways. Sometimes you can find a bottle of super almond water too, although this is extremely rare. If you ever try to no-clip through a window here, the blue hallways will disappear. And if you travel far enough, you'll find the blue exit. The blue exit is a part of the blue hallways, which contains the same properties, and also an exit from this level. You just walk down the stairs in the blue exit, and a door will open, which will lead to a random level. And like every level, escaping from this level is still possible. However, it's known to be fairly difficult. There are typically nearly 2 to 3 doors every 2 miles into this level, and each goes into a different level. Even though they may be an escape from this level, but still it's not advisable to go into these doors, due to the fact that the doors mostly lead to unsafe levels such as Level 3, Level 6, and other such levels. Aside from that, in some rare occurrences, one of these doors could send you back to Level Exclamation, which again is one of the most unsafe levels in the Backrooms. Hence, entering these doors is not advisable. But if you want to really escape this level without facing much danger on your way, there are only 2 true and confirmed ways to exit this level. The first one is, of course, the blue exit, and the second one is the exit. Even though both of these exits can surely take you out, it's highly advisable to exit through the blue exit rather than the exit. Reason being the fact that entities might catch up to you before you can even get near the exit. Apart from the entities in this level, there are environmental hazards which take place in here, which are materials such as venomous carpet fluid and small puddles of liquid pain on the floor. Hence, it's advised to wear shoes at all times. Never run through this level without shoes on. If you touch the liquid pain puddles, you will slowly meet a fate worse than death. And I'm sure you don't want that to happen. There are a couple of water fountains too across this level, but the water contains Hydrolatus plague. Yes, the entity which is found in the water of level 37, the pool rooms. So don't drink the water, and if you have unfortunately consumed the water, try to find an outpost immediately, or the blue hallways, and try to get the almond water, the go-to solution for every problem in the Backrooms. Hopefully that cures you. Coming to the entities. As soon as you enter this level, you can find a horde of entities chasing you, which typically consists of various threatening entities, which are well known to all wanderers in the Backrooms, like death moths, rabbits, hounds, etc. But apart from these, there are a few unknown entities too, which are thought to be exclusive to this level. These unknown entities will, as usual, attack you as a part of the horde of entities. They can cause mental distress and psychological damage, which can decrease your sanity level. And sanity is treated in a way of a typical health bar in this level. So one should always make sure to stop and relax when they reach the blue hallways, as they contain all supplies like almond water and energy bars, which can increase one's sanity. About the entrances. There is a slight chance you can enter by no-clipping through the floor of level 2. You can also go through an unlocked door in level exclamation and you'll be here. No-clipping through a red, rusty door in level -1 can also bring you here. Now, the exits. Apart from the 2 confirmed exits, the exit and the blue exit, there are a few others too. By traveling a few times to this level, you can see a staircase going up, which will lead you to the Promised Land. By no-clipping through an out-of-bounds wall can lead you to the Void. By going through a fake exit door located every 2 miles into this level, you can be brought to the end. No-clipping into an elevator will bring you to level 5000. Due to this level's extreme danger, it's not advised for anyone to enter this level by any means. But if you ever have the desire to enter it, I wish you the best. And that's it for today. Let me know in the comment below which level you want to see next. See you in my next video. Till then, bye.